Bank of America Stadium, located in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina, will be our location for what many are hoping will be a great one between New Orleans and Carolina. We'll now go to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for our call. Guys?
Well, the weather will be perfect for today's game. Tom Hammond here. Beside me, as always, Chris Collinsworth. We're underway. Fielded at the 4. Midseason matchup, Chris. Thoughts?
You know, it's interesting at the midseason point, you start to see teams that are really gaining confidence and feel good about what they're doing, and other teams are going the other direction, and they just have nothing but question marks all over the field.
Here's the halfback. He didn't get back to the line. Looked for a seam, but he wasn't able to find anything.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
And they'll run him again. Cuts back, and he's dropped. And the halfback picks up 6 yards on the delay. They line up at the 32. Let's take a look at the guys that will need to step it up for Carolina for them to have success in this game. Man in motion. Back to throw. Throws it out. Catch is made. And they get him at the 45. Nice pass play.
It really was in the 80s that we first started seeing offenses throwing the ball to the fullback. You know, for so many years, those guys were just big blockers.
Tackled at the 49-yard line. He carries the ball for 3, maybe 4 yards. It's 2nd and 6 coming up. Ball on the 49-yard line. The Saints go with the I formation. They hand it off. He fights forward to about the 49. A 2-yard run by the halfback. The offense facing another 3rd down here as they line up. They line up in the I formation. Back to throw. Under heavy pressure. Dropped an easy one. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
He gets it away. And they will down it at the 2. What a great punt to pin them deep.
When you go for a punt to pin a team deep in their own territory, the last thing you want to have happen is to have it end up in the end zone for a touchback, because it just is a letdown for the punt team. Now you've got them backed up inside the 10-yard line. Nice play.
They get 2 yards.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
He dropped it, and the hit knocked the ball out on that play.
That's just a big hit right there. No way the receiver could hold on to that one.
The backfield is in the offset I formation. Stewart gets the carry right side. He fights forward to about the 7. The coach asked his defense to rise to the occasion, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, and now you go back to your respective benches, and the defense is happy and celebrating and very positive, and the offense is going back with a puzzled look on their face.
The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. The offense will start at the 42. Carolina lines up in a dime defense here. He's looking to throw. He needs to get the pass off. Knocked away. The pass was deflected and swatted away by the defender.
I think the quarterback may have had to throw that ball a little sooner than he wanted to. The pressure was starting to get there.
And they use motion. Gives to the back. Brought down at the 37. The halfback gains 6 yards there on the misdirection. 4 yards for a first here on 3rd down. Culpepper comes to the line with 3 wide. They're going to pitch it. And they get him around the 32-yard line. He goes forward for about 5 yards there, and that gets them the first.
Good gain that time on the toss play, and everybody says, well, why do you not do that more often? Why do you try and pound it up inside? Well, there is a certain amount of risk. You toss it out there and you get caught on some sort of a blitz, you can lose 7 or 8 yards, almost like a sack.
And he just managed to get a piece of it. Nice play by the defender.
And as a receiver, you really have to do a better job of coming back to the football at that point. You have to help the quarterback.
New Orleans sends a man in motion. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. 3 yards on the run. That brings up another 3rd down attempt. Culpepper lines up in the gun. He has 3 receivers in the formation. He's looking to throw. Looking for a receiver. Brings it in. What a hit. I don't think he even saw that guy. Well, the pass was completed. They'll still be short of the marker.
You know, I just don't like that stuff, Tom. I call that chicken offense. You know, you go out there and you act like you're afraid. You're afraid to throw an interception. You're afraid to go for it down the field. You just settle and you bring the punter out. I don't like that.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. He drops back. Looks for a man open. And it's caught. He's brought down at about the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 5.
He'll take plays like that all day long.
2nd and 5. Ball on their own 36. Delhomme will come to the line with a 3-wide formation. He fakes it. Dumps it out right. He drops it. He just got in there and knocked the ball loose.
Yeah, he'll be lucky if the ball is all he knocked loose with that hit. He may have lost a few teeth as well.
The defense is playing the pass on this play. He's looking to throw. Throws it short. The pass falls incomplete. Not much of an offensive series that time. 3 and out after the incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, and there is some cumulative effect of those 3 and out series because they do tend to wear out your defense, which has to come right back out on the field now.
Punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 42-yard line. They'll go to work at the 42. 1st down, 10 to go. Here's the give. And he's hammered at the 49-yard line. Picked up about 6 yards that time. That brings up 2nd down. Culpepper comes to the line under center. They'll come out in an I. Fires it over the middle. Tackled at the 35. The defense was looking run, and they threw it for a big gain.
Well, when you have a talented running back like this, you always have to account for him. That time, a nice play-action pass, open it up down the field.
The halfback with the carry. He fights forward to about the 33. They pick up 2 yards.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Hate to say it, but this one looks like it's coming back.
Holding offense.
And I really didn't see the hold there.
Honestly, Tom, there is holding on every single play. I mean, the rule changes now allow for the guys to grab, but you have to keep inside the framework of the defensive player. As long as you do that, it typically doesn't get called. It did there.
Is there for the catch. Brought down at the 29-yard line. That's a 10-yard gain. That'll make it 3rd down. New Orleans is going with the offset I backfield. Fakes to the back. Short pass to his left. He's pushed out at the 19-yard line. Pretty good gain right there.
You have so many people on this offense that you have to account for. The tight ends, the wide receivers, the running backs, even the quarterbacks. And now they're throwing to the fullback. That's almost not fair.
Handoff up the middle. And he will lose yardage on the play. The defensive line sniffed that play out beautifully.
Yeah, and defensive linemen aren't the big fat guys that they used to be. These guys are athletes. They can move, and if you don't fool them on the delay, they're going to be standing right there in the face of the running back.
Guns it out. Still good on the drive. Another fine pass and catch on that play.
I know we all talk about 40-yard dash times in the NFL, but as a receiver, if you are a great route runner and you understand what the defenses are trying to do to you, it doesn't matter if you run a 4.3 40. If you can get in and out of your cuts like this guy, you will always be able to play.
This will make it a field goal game. And right down the middle. He makes that one pretty easily and puts it through for 3 points. He kicks it. Robinson from the 6. He's tackled at the 30. They could do nothing against this defense on their previous drive. Delhomme comes to the line under center. They'll line up in the I formation. It's the tailback. He's dropped at the 32-yard line. Gain of 2. That'll bring up second down. Offset I formation in the backfield. Williams takes it left. Brought down at the 36-yard line. 4 yards on that play, and that makes it third down. Third down and 4 coming up on this one. Ball on the 36. They'll come out with 3 wide receivers. Hands it off. And they get him around the 41-yard line. Looks like he might have just gotten enough to convert for the first.
I wasn't sure he had that one, but remember, it's not where the ball carrier is. It's where the ball is. That time the officials marked it just across the line.
Nowhere to go for the halfback. That's a loss of 1. Second down, 11 yards for a first. Ball on the 40-yard line. Looks to pass. Throws out to the left. He's tackled at the 47-yard line. You can tell these guys practice that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
He's dropped at the 36-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see them driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Sets up the play action. Vilma intercepts it. What a brutal hit. Well, he looked like he was in the right place at the right time.
Unless you're the quarterback, then he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
They'll go from the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Rolling right. Gamble knocks it away. Holston wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Johnson takes off in motion. Back to throw. He throws on the run. He's brought down around the 42-yard line. Good pickup by the receiver.
And we've always talked about this receiver's big play ability. He may not be the fastest guy in the league, but you can tell he wants the ball in his hands in big situations.
And they get him at the 34-yard line. Takes the handoff and responds with a 7-yard gain. Second and 3 now. The Saints come out with 4 wide receivers. The quarterback in the shotgun. Looks to pass. It's completed. He's dropped in the open field. That pass is good for a first down.
And he had some zip on that one, didn't he? He reared back and threw that one about as hard as he could.
Culpepper lines up under center. They'll come out in the single back formation. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Hit and drop behind the line. And they were not able to get much there.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. But when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
Johnson wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. It's third down and 11 to go. This is the 8th play of this drive. Drops back to pass. Goes through his read. Caught out of bounds, incomplete. They were unable to convert on 3rd and long, and you've got to think they'll go for 3 right now and kick the field goal.
Yeah, really nothing wrong with that pass. If it's not there, be safe with it. You know you got 3 points coming.
And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
Kicks it off. Robinson fields it at the 1. They get him at the 28-yard line. On his last drive, the quarterback completed a pass, but to the other team. Throwing another one could be disastrous to this offense. Williams is the lone setback with 4 receivers in the formation. Drops back on 1st down. Gets the pass off. He's dropped around the 42-yard line. And that one will go for a first.
And really top-notch quarterbacks know how to throw a football in there without leading his receiver into trouble. That was a great throw.
From their own 42-yard line. Carolina goes with the ace set here. A little misdirection. He's tackled at the 44-yard line. Williams gains around 2 yards there on the misdirection run.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
Brought down around the 48-yard line. 8-yard gain. From the 48-yard line. The Panthers line up with an offset eye backfield. He'll get it again. And they get him right around the 46-yard line. A 1-yard gain.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
Picked up maybe a foot or two. That'll bring up 3rd down. They line up at the 46. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Delhomme drops back. Dumps it out left. And it's completed. He's tackled around the 39-yard line. It's completed, but it'll wind up short.
Well, it's not a horrible call in that situation because you put the ball in the hands of a playmaker. You try and allow him to create, but you're seeing now defensively, when they close together like that, it's going to be awfully tough to pick up that 1st down.
You have to like it when your punter can pin the ball inside the 20 like that.
Now, this has got to be one of the tougher punts to make here. It's so easy to get a little too much on the kick, sending it into the end zone for a touchback. He did a great job hitting it just right on that one.
It's the tailback. He's brought down at the 25. Pickup of about 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Only 1 man back. They go with the run. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Tried to find something, but there wasn't anything there for him.
Yeah, not anything at all. And as a running back, you're probably going back to the huddle going, guys, a little help, please?
Setting up play action. Rifles this one out to the left. Patton was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. It's 4th down. The Saints are lining up to punt it away. Weatherford is the punter. They get this one off, and it's a great kick. Signals for the fair catch. Makes the fair catch. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Williams gets the carry left side. He tries to spin, but he's brought down. They get around 5 yards from the halfback. 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball on their own 35. Delhomme comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
The Panthers line up with 3 wide. Looking to throw. Surveys the field. Completed. He makes a great open field tackle. Not a good series for this offense as they go 3 and out. So, it's 4th down. The Panthers are lining up to punt this one away. He punts it. Moore fields it at the 24. They were forced to punt on their last drive. They'll take over at the 26-yard line. First down now and 10 to go. Culpepper gives it left. Dropped behind the line. Great read there. It looked like the defense knew the counter was coming.
And a lot of times in that situation, they read offensive linemen. And the minute you see those offensive linemen, sometimes even in their stance, sort of sitting back, you know the counter's coming, you can get penetration and make a play in the backfield just like that.
Tackle at the 26-yard line. It's completed, but not a whole lot of yardage gained on the play.
Yeah, this is a defense that just has too much speed for plays like that. You have to loosen them up some with some deep attempts for the short passes underneath the work.
He throws left. They picked it off. What a big-time play. I can't believe he hung on to it.
Well, we're going to have to quit using that old cliche about cornerbacks and defensive backs not being able to catch the football. That was some play that time.
He needs to make a decision. Tipped it away. The defender got there in time to break that play up.
He did. He was able to get his hands on the ball, but if he had missed that one might have turned into a really big play.
Play action. With the catch. He's in for the score. The coaches have to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I guess they are. Anytime you draw up a play and it works to perfection like that, everybody's happy except the defense.
Kick is up, and good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Kicks this one deep. He's tackled at the 21. It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback reacts after throwing an interception on his last drive. Culpepper steps to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide receivers. He drops back to pass. All kinds of pressure. Looks like he had it, but it's knocked loose. Patton was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. The Saints line up in an I formation. Nice play fake. Rifles it right. He's tackled at about the 29-yard line. And another connection that goes for good yardage.
And we really see the trust that is developing between this receiver and the quarterback. That if the quarterback has confidence that you're going to be where he thinks you're going to be, he will throw it to you more often than he'll throw it to somebody else.
Holding. Offense.
It'll be third down again after that penalty.
You know, third down football is hard enough in the National Football League, but when you start adding yardage onto it, it gets even tougher.
Culpepper back to throw. Makes the short throw. Knocked loose. And that incomplete pass will probably lead to the punting unit coming out onto the field as they go 3 and out.
Yeah, that series just never seemed to get off the ground. Nothing they tried there seemed to work.
Gets the punt away. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 43. Their last drive ended in a touchdown, and they take the field again, hoping for a similar result. They'll give it off here. He's brought down at about the 35-yard line. A 7-yard run by the running back. They line up at the 36. The Panthers come out in the ace formation. Drops back. And the defense has a heavy rush. They picked it off. And the safety made a really nice play on the ball to grab that interception.
You know, this safety is known for his big hits, but that time it was his soft hands that made the difference.
Culpepper takes it back. He passes short. Can't hang on. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. from their own 34-yard line. 2 tight end set. Hands it to the back. And they get him at the 38. And he picks up about 4. And so it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll face a 3rd and 6 situation. The Saints line up with an offset eye backfield. He throws it. Comes down with it. Brought down around the 49-yard line. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football. But you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
A decent gain there on that pass.
Yeah, a little timing route there, and you really have to have faith as a quarterback to get that ball out of your hand quickly if you're going to play with that kind of touch on the ball.
Strong throw. Tackled right around the 24-yard line. Holston picks up 7 yards with that catch. New Orleans lines up with 3 receivers in the shotgun formation. On the delay. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. The delay works to perfection, and they pick up the first.
Yeah, that was the perfect call for that situation. You could see those big defensive ends coming around the corner, trying to get to the quarterback. All of a sudden, you slip it off to the halfback, right in there for the first down.
The defense just ate up that
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
The defender gets him to the ground. A nice 6-yard gain by the halfback. So another 3rd down upcoming for the offense. Offset I formation in the backfield. He's looking to throw. On the run, he throws it. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And those are the kind of big 3rd down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
It's good. Not much doubt as he puts that one right through the uprights. Gets a good kick here. Robinson fields it at the 2. He's tackled at the 28-yard line. The quarterback and his receiver were clearly not on the same page last time, and it led to an interception. Out of the I formation. They motion to the left. They'll throw on 1st down. Rifles it to the right. Almost picked. An excellent job by the defense of disrupting that last play.
And that was really on the wide receiver. Not much of a route, very little separation, and gave the defense a chance to make that play.
Throws on the run. He's tackled at the 40. Nice little pitch and catch with the wideout.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
There for the reception. And they get him at the 47-yard line. Everything seemed to work perfectly on that one.
And that's a pattern that this team likes to run. You know they've been studying that all week on film, and yet they still can't stop it.
They'll give it off here. He's dropped around the 40-yard line. And the fullback busts through there for around 7 yards. They'll need about 3 yards here on 2nd down. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. 2 minutes left in the half. He drops back to pass. Strong throw to the center of the field. He couldn't hang on to it. Muhammad was the intended target on that incomplete pass attempt. Carolina lines up in the offset I this time. On the delay. He lost yardage on the play. Great penetration there.
Yeah, if you're going to run a delay, you have to at least give your running back time to get the ball. That time, with all the penetration, they almost took the handoff.
Baker is set back, ready to punt. He'll probably try to pooch this one into the corner. Gets the punt away. It'll go out at the 20-yard line. They had to settle for a field goal on their last drive. They take the field again, looking to put up another score. The Saints come out in a single back formation. Culpepper takes it back. Gets it off. Brings this one in. He's tackled around the 32-yard line. And a great pass by the quarterback to convert for the first.
And what we're seeing out of this quarterback is a variety of throws. Yes, he has the ability to zip it in there when he needs to, but we've also seen some touch throws, a very complete repertoire.
Great time for that type of pass. It worked to perfection.
And that was a nice job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback enough time to survey the field and find the open guy.
Gets the throw off. He makes another reception on the drive. Good job locating the gap in the coverage on that play.
You know, that's the kind of pass pattern I used to always love to run, because if the defense is even a little bit lax in their coverage, it's pretty easy to get that one in there.
Short pass, and he caught it. He's brought down at the 35. It's complete for about 7 yards and a first down.
Very nice start to the drive, 3 first downs, and a pretty ball thrown that time by the quarterback.
And they'll line this one up with 2 tight ends. Throws while on the run. He's dropped at the 24-yard line. And a pretty smart play call right there.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
And they get him at the 24-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 24-yard line. The Saints come out in a single back formation. Nice play fake. It's picked. And that was the second time he's been picked off this half.
Well, we're going to find out how mentally tough this quarterback is, because when you get off to a shaky start like that, sometimes it's tough to piece everything back together again.
Play fake. Rockets it. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. The receiver was out of bounds when he made the catch.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
It would seem the officials upstairs disagree with the out-of-bounds call.
Yeah, and maybe rightfully so. It looked like he did everything right on that play, but remember, he has to maintain complete possession. He has to drag those feet, and sometimes for the official, it's hard to look at the hands and the feet at the same time.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is overturned.
And this one will go in favor of the offense.
And there's nobody happier on the field than the receiver, maybe other than the quarterback, who gets to pad his stats a little too.
Delhomme with the give. And he makes it out to about the 17-yard line. Almost got a yard.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Toby 32, Toby 32, come on now.
And we've come to halftime here. The score at the halfway mark is the Saints 9, the Panthers 7. The kick is away. Hit and dropped at the 24-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Give to the tailback. Tackle at the 30. They call his number and he carries for 6 yards. So second down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first.
Regular.
He's looking to throw. Looking for an open man. Can't stay in bounds. Incomplete pass. The quarterback led the receiver just a little too much.
Yeah, he put a little too much on that pass and forced the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
Looks to pass. Looks for a man open. And he catches it. He's tackled around the 40-yard line. he can provide some excitement.
Yeah, let's face it, the wide receivers in the NFL today are really the home run hitters. If you compare them to baseball, they're the guys that can knock it out of the park, and he is teeing a few up today.
And they get him around the 26-yard line. That was a strong run to pick up the first.
Boy, anytime this back gets a chance to see things develop in front of him and get a little momentum going, he is so effective. That time the lane was there, he shot right through there and picked up a big first down.
Tackled at about the 23-yard line. 3 yards there.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
And straight ahead we go with the fullback. Brought down at the 22. He plows ahead for a 2-yard gain. They'll line it up again on 3rd down. Delhomme comes to the line under center. 3 receivers wide this time. Play fake. Surveys the field. Makes the catch. They tackle him for a loss. Despite the great effort, it will still bring up 4th. It looks like they're going to try for the long field goal. Casey can give his team the lead. Here's the kick. He's got it, and he put that one through nicely.
It's a pretty rare kicker that can kick a ball that far with that kind of accuracy. That was just a cannon shot.
And here's the kick. Moore has it at the 5. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports.
Let's get off the field now. We stop the run first.
Gives it right side. And they get him at the 34-yard line. Gain of 2. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Ball on their own 34. I formation here. Man in motion. Drops back. Looks down the field. With the pass. Makes the reception. He's dropped around the 45-yard line. Good yardage that time on the pass.
And how'd you like that throw by the quarterback? A little touch, a little lob in over the top, like an alley-oop in basketball.
Sets up the play action. Off his back foot. Brought down at the 39-yard line. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
Out of the I formation. He'll get the call again. And he just got hammered. Out maybe a couple of feet. That brings up 2nd down. They line up at the 39. New Orleans comes out with 3 receivers bunched. Here's the give. He's hammered in the backfield. Quarterback did a nice job recognizing the play and getting in there for the stop.
For me, there's nothing more impressive in football than to see a cover cornerback able to come up and make the stops on the run. That's a complete football player.
Goes through his read. He's there for the catch. He's tackled about the 25-yard line. That was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, great throw, but maybe even a better read. He understood by watching what the defense did after the snap of the football exactly where to go with that ball.
Give to the tailback. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. A 1-yard gain by the halfback. 2nd and 9 coming up here. This is the 8th play of this drive. They go with the fullback. He doesn't get back to the line. He couldn't get back to the line on that run.
And you don't see the fullback carrying the ball a lot in this league anymore. Maybe that's part of the reason why.
Back to pass. He throws on the run. It's tipped away, and it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
Kicks it, got plenty of distance, Right down the middle. What an excellent kick.
I don't know about you, but I was getting ready to question the coach's decision on that one, giving him an opportunity from that distance. But boy, did he ever make that coach look smart there.
Not a bad kick. Robinson from the 3. Hit and dropped at the 29-yard line. And they take the field again, looking to capitalize on their previous drive, which resulted in a field goal. Williams is the deep back as they line up in the I. Throws it short. Pass is complete. And they get him at the 34. Gain of 4 on the pass.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
Regular.
Drops back to pass. Pass completed. He's dropped at the 43-yard line.
Tom, I really don't think there's a better competitor in the NFL than Steve Smith. This guy has always played with a little chip on his shoulder. He seems to be angry at the world a lot of times, and he takes it out on the football field. He is so quick, he is so tough, and he is so fast. I love watching Steve Smith play.
The backer picks it off. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
They line up at the 44. They'll go from the I formation.
Watch the ball.
Drops back on first down. There for the catch. He's brought down at the 33-yard line. This quarterback definitely has some confidence in his arm.
Yeah, when you have an arm like that, you'd have confidence too. This guy thinks he can get it into anywhere.
They'll give it off here. Brought down at the 30. 4 yards on that play, and that will bring up second down. Second down, 6 yards to go. Ball on the 30. The Saints line up with an offset I backfield. They hand it off. He's dropped around the 29-yard line. They picked up a yard.
Well, that time the outside linebacker came on the run blitz. They got some penetration and shut down the play.
2 tight end set. He throws it. Makes the grab. Knocked out at the 17. They pick up several yards there on the pass.
And that fake really was the difference. Not only did the quarterback sell it, the running back sold it, the offensive line did, and the receiver was open for a nice play.
Again with the carry. He's brought down at the 13. The halfback gets the ball and picks up 5. Goal line only a dozen yards away now. Culpepper lines up under center. He has 2 backs behind him. Passes it out. Catch is made. They finally get him, and it looked like he would score, but instead they'll set it up with first and goal. They'll set this one up inside the 5. 1 yard to the goal line. Again with the run. They'll get in for the touchdown. That was an almost perfect run in that type of situation.
No need to give it to a fullback down here on the goal line with this team when they've got a halfback that can cram it in there like that.
Here's the extra point that will make it a 2-score game. Kick is up. It's good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Kicks it off. He'll return it from the 1. Drop at the 31. Quarterback threw a pick on their last drive. Let's see if he's able to shake it off. The offense will take over at the 31. The Panthers line up in an I formation. And he will lose yardage on the play. That cornerback just made this offense look bad.
One of the tough things about trying to get a cornerback blocked is how athletic those guys are. If you're a fullback or an offensive lineman or somebody out in front trying to make that block, it's just tough to get a hand on those guys. They're quick.
That last play didn't get them the first, and now they're looking at third down. They come out with 4 wide receivers. Looking to throw. He's under a heavy rush. Brings it in. Tackled at about the 45-yard line. That one worked pretty well.
It sure did, and I wish all our fans could see what's happening down the field on all our television broadcasts, because so much of the game now is won and lost in the secondary.
Delhomme will hand it off. And he's drilled at the 48-yard line. The running back gains 2 yards on the carry. It's 2nd down and 8 to go. They line up in an I. He'll get it again. Hit and drop behind the line. The defense seemed to do everything right there.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Brought down at the 49-yard line. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there. The pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
Gets his leg into it, and he got a huge punt here. Into the end zone for a touchback. Carried along by their dominant vertical game, they were able to put one in the end zone on their last drive. 3 down linemen and 2 linebackers on the field for the defense. Scans the field, and it's caught. He's dropped at the 27-yard line. Holston picks up 7 yards with that catch. New Orleans goes with the ace set here. It's the tailback. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A couple of yards there.
And you can really see the defensive play calling becoming a little more aggressive now. They're blitzing on passing downs, they'll blitz on run downs, and that can really put a lot of pressure on an offensive line.
He's dropped for the sack. I would expect to see a little better protection from the guys up front on the offensive line.
Yeah, I have to agree. When you start giving up sacks like that, it really changes the complexion of the game. And I think in particular, the quarterback who has this clock in his head working, he starts to anticipate when the pressure is going to get there. And if he starts thinking it's going to happen sooner, all of a sudden the timing of your offense is completely off.
They'll start this drive at the 30. Single back formation. Fakes to the back. Tight coverage, and it's picked off. Tackled at the 27. If I was this quarterback, I might start to throw away from this defender.
You better be careful throwing it in the zone of this guy. He is on it, and he is quick. He's on his game today.
Short throw. Oh, that's just sloppy. And the defender breaks up the play.
Just great position that time on the defensive side. The receiver really never had a chance on that one.
They'll face 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 27. The Saints line up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers are split out. On the run, he throws it. Finally make the tackle, and it will be 1st and goal. A decent gain on the pass.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz, he understood what was happening with the coverage behind it, and found the open man.
Passes to his left. Out of bounds at the 3. Pretty nice pickup on the pass that time.
And that's simply good design and execution on the pattern. They work hard all week in practice to make sure that on game day they have that timing down perfectly.
Culpepper calls for motion left. Drops back. Short pass to his left. And he makes the catch. Touchdown. They did a nice job finding the end zone on that short yardage play.
Yeah, I think they surprised him a little bit. I think the defense may have been thinking run there, and they popped the pass in for the touchdown.
New Orleans sets up in the I. Hands it to the back. And they won't get the 2. Great stop by the defense, stopping that run.
More often than not, when you're trying to run the ball for a two-point conversion, you think that you're catching them off guard. That time the defense was set to stop it, and they did a nice job of it.
Hit and dropped at the 25. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. DeLome is under center. 3 wide receivers. They hand it off. Dropped behind the line. He starts out the wrong way and winds up losing yardage.
Well, that's no fun for the running back. It's one thing to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, but when you start losing yards running the football, that's a disaster.
Not much time to throw. Is there for the catch. He's tackled around the 27-yard line. Nothing wrong with that pass. It goes for a good gain.
You know, and when you talk to some of these receivers, they say the real strength of this quarterback is that he throws a very, very catchable ball.
And he makes the tall grab. They pick up solid yardage there.
And I love to watch this wide receiver work. He is so patient with his routes. He gets down low into his cuts, and he really understands what the defense is trying to do to take him away, and he is working them over.
A gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 4. Only one man back. Drops back to pass. Under heavy pressure. It's completed. Tackled at about the 35-yard line. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
Brought down at about the 33-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain.
Boy, he just took a shot on that one. As a running back, the last thing in the world you want is a short gain and a big hit.
DeLome has completed every pass on this drive. And they get him right around the 32-yard line. And not a whole lot of yardage gained on that one, Chris.
And that's one of those plays where you leave it up to the receiver to make yardage after the catch is made. When he can't find his way into open space, you'll see plays like that.
Looks to pass. Sets up the screen. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. The Panthers line up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers are split out. And it's completed. He's tackled at the 26-yard line. They stopped them on the first 3 plays, but they just couldn't contain the pass on 4th down.
And this is an aggressive play caller for this offense. He just doesn't seem to care if it's 1st down or 4th down. He's attacking.
Short throw to the right. He's brought down at the 25. And the defense just ate that one up, Chris.
Yeah, you're not going to fool this defense on plays like that very much. At least he got the ball out of there, though.
They come out with 4 wideouts. DeLome hasn't missed yet. Defender gets his hand on it. King was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. Here's the 12th play of the drive. They'll bring in the dime looking for the pass. Drops back to pass. Surveys the field. Incomplete. Muhammad was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. The offense facing another 4th down following a conversion in this situation earlier in this drive. Looking to throw. Gets the ball away. He's dropped at the 18-yard line. First down now and 10 to go. 3. No, make that 4 wide receiver formation. They'll throw on 1st down. Harris gets the pick. Brought down at the 19-yard line. Nice pick for the safety.
You could see the quarterback that time trying to look the safety off, but this safety is simply too smart. He was having none of it and jumped in front to make the interception.
DeLome sends a man in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Rockets it out. And he has his back, who's wide open. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play.
Yeah, really a nice route that time. One of the keys to playing wide receiver is the ability to not only get into cuts, but to get out of the cuts. That time, very explosive coming out of that cut, and it made the difference.
A great defensive effort there.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
Looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He caught that one out of bounds.
Well, you could see the receiver doing all he could to keep his feet in bounds, but that pass just let him out of bounds.
Delhomme is under center. Single backfield. They're going to pitch it. Stopped short. They'll start this drive at the 14. 1st and 10. 3 wideouts here. Here's the halfback. He's tackled at the 17. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the I formation. Hand off to the right. He's brought down at about the 21. Gain of 4, and that makes it 3rd down. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on 3rd down. Culpepper is under center. 2 backs in the I. He wasn't set when he threw. And they get him at the 38. Some smart football by the quarterback on that last play, and he's now up over 300 yards passing for the game.
And this offensive line's been getting it done with pass protection. I don't care who you have playing quarterback. If that guy's back there getting hit, it is awfully tough to throw for 300 yards.
He's tackled at the 45. Talk about a throw.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about one like that being intercepted. Nobody on the defensive side could have caught that bullet.
Culpepper will hand it off. He lost yardage on the play. Not what they were looking for on that play call.
You know, for a running back, there comes a point in time where you say, all right, this play is not working. Let me just get as much as I can and try to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. Just about 3 yards there.
And, Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. He did what he could, but it still won't be enough for a first down.
And defensively, they'll give you a run like that. I mean, it's 3rd down and long situation. And if you want to simply hand the ball off, take it. We'll let you punt the football, and we'll go back and drink some little water.
Delhomme comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide. And they get him at the 19. The back gets 3 on the carry. They line up at the 19. 1-man backfield. He drops back to pass. Guns it right. Knocks it away. The defender was able to get a hand on it.
And really, that came as a result of pretty physical play at the line of scrimmage. They're banging these guys around and not letting them get into their routes.
Throws while on the run. He's dropped around the 30-yard line. He put something extra on that throw, and it'll keep the chains moving.
And that's really what it takes sometimes, because defenders are so quick out there. If you don't put a little extra pop on it, they can get there.
On play action. Throws a bullet. Tackled at the 46-yard line. That one worked just as they drew it up.
Good pass, good catch, I agree. Sometimes there's really nothing you can do as a defense to stop a well-executed pass play.
Throws on the run. Had his hands on it and dropped it. Oh my, the quarterback is lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Yeah, you try and fit some of those into some tight holes, and every once in a while you're going to get one pick, but that was a pretty good play by the defense.
He drops back to pass. Throws it short. And he has room to run. What a shot. Williams gains about 5 yards on the play. 3rd down now, 5 to go. The defense lines up in the nickel. Looking to throw. He throws right. Knocked away. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Nice play fake. He throws on the run. Incomplete pass, and that was fourth down. The offense will take over at the 49-yard line. First down, 10 to go. And they get him at the 47-yard line. Gain of a handful. That brings up second down. Culpepper will come to the line with a three-wide formation. Play fake. Passes. Completed. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. A good play fake that time.
It really was. I didn't see it. I thought it was a run play. He pulled it out of there and came up with a nice gain.
Play action. Dumps it out right. And he's out at the 30. 3, call it 4 on the completion.
Good job by the offense that time. Really nothing there down the field. He just takes a little completion and keeps moving the ball.
New Orleans sets up in the eye. There's a play fake. Throws it short with the catch. He's dropped around the 20-yard line. He shows no hesitation and gets it in there to get the first down.
Yeah, you wouldn't hesitate either if you were standing back there in the pocket. I say the heck with it. Get it out of there fast. Let somebody else handle it for a little while.
He took a shot at the 18-yard line. They get 3 yards on the play, and that will bring up second down. The Saints come out in a 2 tight end set. And straight ahead we go with the fullback. He's finally dragged down, and now it will be first and goal. And the fullback made him pay big time on that run.
Wow, how often do you see that? A fullback with a big run like that. And I can tell you one thing. I used to play safety in high school. And anytime the fullback would get a head of steam like that going, people tend to get out of the way.
And he dropped him in the open field. And he just couldn't get it going after making the catch.
Nope, and sometimes as a receiver, the quarterback will make the wrong read and throw it to you anyway, and you give them that look going back to the huddle. You know that look?
Tackled at about the 5-yard line. That's a 1-yard pickup.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Fourth down. This will be a 24-yard field goal try. Kick is up. It's good. He put that one right through the upright. And here's your drive summary for that last series. Kicks it off. Robinson from the 6. Hold everything. We have a flag on the play.
Personal foul, clipping by the receiving team.
He needs to have a little better decision-making out there.
And that's a good call. That is such a dangerous play. When you're hitting a guy in the back, that's when some major injuries can occur. Good call by the officials.
Regular. Red ball. Right. Let's get off the field now.
He drops back to pass. Threw it right to him, but he can't hang on. A great play by the defense to knock the ball away.
And these defenders have been close all day. You better be careful if you're the quarterback. One of those is going to turn into an interception.
Drops back. Going deep with this one. Comes down with it. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He gets in for 6.
Well, don't tell Steve Smith that he's too small to play this game. This guy plays like a mighty mite. Every time he gets a chance to make a big play, any time in the ball game that you need a big play, Steve Smith is the guy. The enthusiasm, the toughness, the mental edge that this guy brings is so special.
Great job there. They were able to convert.
And you could tell the offense had a plan throughout that drive. Not only did they get the touchdown, but they immediately got the call in for the two-point conversion. They knew exactly